welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in our nation's capital. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
21 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Over the middle here to Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
At the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, then they put that ball in the end zone real soon.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Grant Calcaterra from 4 yards out. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick
Now
off
after the
for
touchdown,
Philadelphia.
here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, nice move. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now Daniel's going to keep it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's another.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third and 9 here. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
4 yards.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts. He's got Smith here. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
The tackle made at
The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Looking to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So 1 1st down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Jalen Lane deep for Washington. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give away. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Daniels looking to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space, and he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Commanders' 4-yard line.
Hurts completing this one quickly. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Commanders.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Jake Elliott to kick
Now
off
after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete?
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, That's a big-time play by the defense.
Throwing now is Daniels. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Open man is Noah Brown. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To the air goes Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
That's good for
10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he'll take this down to the 33.
White, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 now. In motion left comes Brown. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
Here's Daniels. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 13-yard line.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the 1st down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is one.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down, now they lose it. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down. A gain of 45 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Well, they've looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a run there by Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And a long run there in the end to top it off.
Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
First down, here's White. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Opting to run again here with White. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Brown the motion man right. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good. And that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. On the ground, it's Ford. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Second and 9.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. White is going backwards here. They come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
They'll send Brown in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Washington. Noah Brown from 4 yards out. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Operating from the gun, Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
For a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the
That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
They go play action. Daniels. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 39-yard line.
He's going to try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And a Washington first down.
A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
Second and 10 now from the 27. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running out of the gun, White. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Daniels. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are back within a score.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 32. And an Eagle first down.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
His throw incomplete.
Intended for Grant Calcaterra. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner.
Personal foul.
And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up,
Automatic
or if you're
first
going to
down.
go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Man open left side is Brown. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a third down and goal.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Commanders 16.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and running back Rachaad White set to take over again. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
To throw is Daniels. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And, Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football. And the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Daniels looking to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second. Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. And they are going to take possession of the football. And there, Charles, the pressure wasn't coming off the edge. That block came straight up the chute, up the middle.
And that's when you're going to ask the personal protector what happened, because that position is often called the searchlight. And you start that light right up the middle before you scan to the sides. That's where your immediate threat is, and it's your quickest threat. Why he didn't see that and pick it up, that's going to be a big question they'll have to ask.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Throwing is Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith.
Jake Elliott to
now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd down and 3. To the air goes Daniels. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Daniels. He'll try to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nolan Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's Tressway now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Three quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Daniels. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Working out of the gun, Daniels. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
A 6-yard
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. This 2nd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Nolan Smith getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 68 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
He'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Jake Elliott to kick
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. A beautiful fake. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Washington offense heading out. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Got a man. It's Brown. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
A 7-yard gain. And the Washington first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. A quick throw there is incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The coverage by John Campbell.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Out of bounds at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. Daniels. It's complete to Brown, right side. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had a lot of chances but not much success, converting only 3 times. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And Washington going to have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
This is Ford. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Second and 9. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. It's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Across midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
45 yards. And an Eagles.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.